Hello RC fans, Racing 393 here for another video regarding the indoor carpet racing venture, and we're on to the Mini Racer 21. Now I know it's a fairly old in respect of the specification. It's been out a while and it's more of a commemorative um, kit from Mardave, but I bought one. I wasn't really having the plans to race it back when I bought it, but I'm sort of in the possession now of, in the process, not the possession, let's get the words right, in the process of getting out on an indoor carpet track in the summer. So in this video, there's in a few now, we're still on the preparation stages, as I've said, and we put the servo in because the one that was in it was what I just got from, I think, Banggood, and put it in for now, and it's been sat there for like ever. I think it got a bit lazy, typical Chinese stuff. Some of the Chinese stuff's all right when it comes to RC racing, as you'll see in future videos and comments. That isn't always the case, but we get a decent servo in there. I think it's Core RC, and the electronics all set up. There is a bit of interference when you go left and right. I don't know what that is. I don't know, because I've got these, again, Chinese receivers for the Sanwa radio systems. Sanwa radio systems in the UK, although they're fairly reasonably priced, it's the receivers which are horrendously expensive, 80 quid. Now, I do buy them. Most of my cars, I put an official Sanwa receiver in. I think I stumbled across someone that said there's some cheaper options or alternatives. You can see it's from China, AliExpress. I tried one in a nitro car and it worked fine. I don't know where it's going to be under race conditions. They'll be fine. This will be the telling point, I guess. But there is a problem, or it seems a problem with this one, because you turn the wheels left and right really quickly and it sort of flicks and it does the acceleration. Don't know why that is. It could be the speed controller for all I know. Anyway, so we got that in there. It works. We put some different front tire wheels and tires on the car. I turn them down. I don't film that bit. It's a messy process, but we turn them down, and I'll show you my measurements of the wheels and tires for all four corners. Yeah, and we pretty much, I think I've got the right. I've got not the right gearing, but I've got the correct spur and pinion combination choice. There's 3 pinions and 2 spurs, which you're only allowed to use. I've just picked one randomly for now. What else? What else did I do? I'm just trying to think. That's about it. I sort of go through the ride heights and settings, but it's a bit very limited. I'm pretty sure there's shims for the front. So I need the front a bit lower, which I haven't done yet. So I need to look into that. I'm fairly confident that the shims that Mardave do fit this. I suppose I could be wrong, but if you know, you can let me know. That will lower the front. I can't think, because the video was done a while ago, and I'm just trying to think ahead of time. But it's all there. It's all done and ready to go. There's probably a few more tyres that I could probably turn down. I don't think I'll need to do that, to be honest. I think they're from Camtech, who finally sorted all my bits out. They did actually forget the pinions and resent them, in fairness. I mean, they were really helpful. Mistakes happen. Mandy, I just sort of shout out Mandy at Camtech. You're a superstar. Dealing with the problems and me badgering you every single day to trying to get bits and pieces, but you've done all of you there. I don't know how many you. Is it 2 of you? I don't know. It's a small family-run business by the sounds of it. An amazing job. So Camtech, thumbs up from me. Yeah, so on to the video. There's enough of me rambling on. Enjoy the preparation. Welcome back to the channel. I thought I might just do a little bit of an impromptu video of the while I'm waiting for bits. Nevertheless, my Mardave Mini preparation. I'm still not sure whether this Mini is going to be suitable. They've just brought out another Mini, and it's all, you know, the adjustability and the technology that's gone into this Mini, which is technically an entry-level class, is far superior to what this is. But nevertheless, I've got this one for now. I can always buy it if I enjoy it, like the Mini racing. I can always buy another more suitable kit, I guess. Now, in the other videos that I've got on various video shorts, you'd have seen the body shell, which is just out of sight. But I bought this because, one, it's nostalgic for myself, better than the Mini in my opinion. Now, two things. This is a Toyota Starlet. I believe it looks like it will fit. It does say in the rules that you can't use, was it no trucks or something it says in there, but it must be like Mini, or you can use like a stiletto. But I did speak to Mark Styles of Wycombe Radio Controlled Car Club, and he did say, well, his words were, I can't see a reason why you can't use a Starlet shell. His actual word, I don't think anybody would object. So my theory behind it is, one is I prefer the Starlet. Two, this is a rear-wheel drive chassis. That's a rear-wheel drive car. Just being picky, but nevertheless, I'm not going to be putting this on in this video, I don't think. It does look alright though, because the thing is, there's no like trim lines as such. I mean, it might be a bit too wide. I'm just trying to think. It's going to be close. I think it'll be alright. I mean, you can see there that it will fit. That sort of sprung out a little bit there, so they've got the back. And there, I've got to trim it, and it'll go down. Yeah. So I will trim this up and put it on. Maybe not in this video, because it's all going to be about the preparation. I'm going to move that out of the way. Hopefully that's a little better. Now, I have a little tip here. I did read somewhere that I've mentioned before that the camera that I'm looking at, the white balance changes a lot. I'll put my hand in front of it. I think it could be this green matting, or is it the white? I think it did it anyway before. This is the setup plate for the Schumacher LMP12, or any car, even this, you can set it up on here. But the white balance tends to sort of change when I sort of put my hand in front of the camera, but I think that's what it is. There's not a lot I can do about it, unless I get a better camera, I suppose, but I think it's a common thing. Let me know in the comments what you think. Right, now, what have I got? First things first. So the very first thing I need to do is we're going to change the servo. If you remember, this is really lazy. If I demonstrate at the moment, it works, but if I do the servo, you see that last bit, and you get quick, it's super slow. So the plan is to put this core RC low profile servo on there. Should fit. I'm hoping it'll be the same. I'm hoping that servo saver will fit. 25 teeth? We'll find out in a minute, won't we? So I'm just going to turn this all off, and then I'm going to remove that servo. So that was just one from China. It's as good as new, but it's just gone rubbish. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if they can do anything with that. What do you reckon? Because I've got them in other cars. Maybe they just get faulty over time. So I mean, I've not even undone that. But yeah. I'm not gonna throw it away, not just yet, but I'll give this a little bit of a wipe down, and then we'll get the other servo out. So here we go, slightly smaller. That's probably a little bit less powerful, but then that one wasn't very powerful anyway. This is like a 9 kilo, I think. Can't remember now. 9 kilo servo, more than enough for this. A bit smaller, a bit lighter, so that's a good thing. It should just plug and play, as they say. So the first thing I'm going to do is just centralise the servo. Put that on, plug this in, and you should hear it central. Like that. It did move a little bit. You can hear it there. It's much quicker, as it should be. Right. Let's get this installed. So that's gone in there quite nicely, and I'm hoping this will just screw straight on. It should be alright. I don't know if that screw fits that servo, and I've just tried to force it in there. It's probably stripped it. Never assume! So I've taken it out. That screw's quite tight in there, so I don't want this Kimball servo to ping apart like I've got a habit of doing, because I'll be here for hours trying to put it all back together. I want to check to see if this went in there in the first place. We'll see if this was the right screw after all that. It went straight in, doesn't strip, doesn't do anything. I just want to check the ones that came with the servo, do they go in any different? After all that, it fits, but is it long enough? It should be, because it fit the other one, didn't it? Pretty sure that should just go in there. Right, that was I know, one of those jobs that you didn't need to do. So you can see that works really well. Love doing extra work. That's back on.
I've no idea why it's doing that. Maybe it is because that's around there. Why is it doing that now? So let's create another problem. Let's trim this up a little bit. So the servo's on and I've got it aligned. Just got to do the I don't know, the end point adjustments now. It just turns a bit too much. You can see it straining. Right. Not quite sure what's going on there. Might be the so-called cheaper receivers from China. Maybe there's a problem with them. Not too sure. Or I have got like a little booster, signal booster. Not sure if that'll work. I can always try it. So this was going to go onto my LMP car, but we can try it on this. We can just unplug it, can't I? I'm going to plug it into any spare port. Just plug it back in and watch it blow up. Still doing it. It's more for signal for distance, isn't it? So I bought these. They need to be turned down, I think, because they're a bit thick compared to. I mean, I only put these on there. These are from my LMP, so they're not suitable. But yeah, I need to. We'll fit these on for now because that's what's supposed to go on there. These are Kingpin Medium. So I don't know if they should be right. I mean, it seems to be what everybody's using. I mean, do they turn them down? I think that's what we should be doing. They sort of smell rubbery, even though they're foam. Just going to get the bearings out of these wheels. We're comparing it to like the other. That's that one. You can see the back one. But for now, it'll do. Right, let's stab these bearings out. Precision press. What I have found out is those Camtac wheels, tyres if you like, it's just rubbing on there very slightly. So I'm gonna shave some of that off if I can. And that's a bit better. See that? Oh, well, you can see it's moving, can't you? Better than that one. Right. What a palaver. Now, where did I put the little washer? The proof now will be when I do this nut up. And it's all got to come off again anyway if I'm going to turn these wheels down. Or tyres. Whichever way you want to word it. Oh, come on. So the wheels are on. Bearings are in. They're not particularly good. They're probably where they've been stood for like ever. I could do with some new bearings, which I'll probably have to get for the front. I'm not sure why it's flicking around, you know, interference. Maybe I did hear that some digital servos are not suitable. for certain setups. I don't know if that's true, but anyway, I suppose the next thing to do is a little bit of wire tidying. I've got to get this bit and this stuck down. That's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to get this wiring sort of in position and just make sure it doesn't all flay around. Fix this capacitor somewhere for now. It's not super important, but I don't know, maybe stick it down behind the servo or something with a bit of double-sided. Yeah, so I'm going to do that now. I am still concerned over the interference with the steering and the throttle goes. I don't know what that is. It might be this cheap, as I said, Chinese bargain receiver for the Sanwa, but we'll see. Let me I'm just going to tidy up this and I'll be back. So I've done what I can. I'm not going to shorten the wires and things, but clearly we have got a little bit of an issue with, for some reason, interference. It's when you let it go. I don't know if it's these actually. Is it going to be? I've got good signal on the transmitter. So I run like an aluminium adapter on this side. You can run the Delrin spurs. On this side I've got a standard one, the Z. They both sort of fit like the Z type, Z fixing, whatever they're called. My theory, rightly or wrongly, another aluminium spacer on this side, so it looks the same, but run the Delrin 50mm spur with an 18 tooth pinion. Now I don't know, or is it 48 tooth? There's obviously going to be a gearing that's going to work. I'm not sure, so I think what I'll do quickly here now is we'll take this off and we'll change it. That's all done. I've got a 48 spur 16 pinion, twin sort of aluminium end, if you like. I don't know. The motor's also on the on the left, on the right. Left or right. So I don't know if that's right or wrong. The servo's slightly on the left, so it's left biased. Speed controller's on the left. Perfectly set up for an oval, for a hot rod, but it isn't going to be one. Feels really smooth. I need to turn these tyres down. Turn the front down. What a mess, but not bad. I don't know. I need some ride height shims, I think. The back, it's at 4.7, which is a bit high. And the front of the wheel there, 5.3. I'm going to lower the front slightly with some shims. I think that'll be alright. But I'm just going to measure the tyres now and write it down so I know what I've got. It's ever so slightly raked up, so it's high at the front. But anyway, I'm going to measure the tyres, and I'll show you when I'm done. Left rear 44.56, right rear 44.22, left front 45.02, and right front 45.10. That's kind of my findings. It explains why it's higher at the front and the back. I'm not going to mess around with them now. Don't know. Should I fit the stylet shell? I mean, I'll use the mini one. Let's see if. Don't know if no, I might not do it now. I'll rush it otherwise. Let's put the mini body shell on. Looks alright. I think it is. I think the shed is slightly off centre, but just a bit concerned about the receiver. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's the ride height. I mean, I need some shims. Gotta get some shims. There's always something. Always something. I think they've gone to the front here. I think you can get them off Mardave. Let's have a look. We're going to lower the front a little bit. That will be good. A bit concerned about this body shell not fitting. It's wobbly. It needs two pins at the back, doesn't it? But not much I can do about that at the moment. Anyway, I think that's it, really. I don't think there is much else. Just trying to think. I've got to do the bit to the LMP. Okay, well, I think that'll do now. That ends this video, actually. What do you reckon? Looks alright, doesn't it? Looks alright. There's the back. I think it's slightly out. I'll have to modify that a little bit, because it is very close to the front. I think it does want trimming because it is clipping it a little bit, but might be alright. I'll sort that out. It's a while yet before I get this to use, if I'm honest, but hopefully get it out for the test and tune day on the, I think that's the 11th of May. Anyway, that's that one done for now, but it's not done, is it? That's the thing, it isn't done. Give me some feedback, let me know if you watch the video, let me know what you think. Oh, what have I got here? I've got another battery somewhere. This is a battery. It's a 5,000 milliamp hour. We get that charged with my illegal blacked out window. Hopefully they won't say nothing about that. Don't see why not. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. See you later.